Hello. Welcome to a stream that is totally working thus far. It is now the 25th, which means that today it is Christmas in the UK, which means that we're not only going to have a little bit of snow, but rather we are going to have a bit of snow, but not very long because it might be quite distracting. Although, it's also not very good for the bitrate, unfortunately. But actually, let's try this. What will that do? I've just set. Oh, is that working? That is. I don't know why. Is the stream lagging? Is everything okay? Everything appears to be okay. I think just. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Okay. I could. Hello, Kangafango, by the way. I don't want to increase the speed. And I'm going to turn the snow down again after I've talked about what I want to do today, because it might be a little distracting. So, plus it's not great for the bitrate. So, last time we set up the industries for the logs to come down to the sawmill, and then we set up lumber going up to different places up here to be converted into general goods. And then we set up general goods for the majority of this, pretty much. Sorry, pretty much all of this area, except for the New Penzance, the city itself, because there are a lot of warehouses and industries down there which will need general goods. So we'll do that later. At the very end, we set up a platform up here in Silver Falls, which I originally had intended to be an exit for general goods, like a consumer of general goods. I want to now probably have it a producer of general goods instead, so that they're just going to be loaded from road to rail. Because, well, we need more general goods down there. So it's probably going to be a combination of that additional income of general goods from that industry, as well as just off-map stuff coming in. Because I don't think that one little platform like that would be able to supply that much, like what we need. I think we'd need bigger facilities for that. And yes, I could increase how much we get from the lumber or how much lumber we're producing, but I don't really want to mess with that because I quite like the numbers of cars we're dealing with from that. So, yes, here we are. Right. Stream title, Trainz MVRing it down the spreadsheet some more. So, what I would like to do today is begin working on the paper chain. So we'll begin by taking the wood chips from the sawmill over to the pulp and paper mill. And then we'll look into maybe also adding another drop-off for sulfuric acid, which I only found out about that being a part of the industry to a greater extent after I'd already built this area for a different route. So I think it might be nice to add that. Which means we're likely going to need to add 1 or 2 industry tracks on the actual oil refinery as well. One for the... Actually... Probably yes. One for the sulfuric acid to come in and one for it to go out. I was just thinking, because I'm not actually 100% certain how sulfuric acid is produced, so I'm not sure that it would make sense for it to be produced here if it handles oil, but if it's handling tanker cars, it could easily have another separate production chain for stuff like that, but it's not really a problem, it was just something I realized. Paper chain, perhaps this will be of assistance. I think I know what this is. Isn't it where it's folded and then you cut it? Yeah. I thought it would be this. Thank you for the assistance. Right, so the sulfuric acid will need to be delivered there. I may have, depending on what it is, maybe we can do a little bit of research here. Hold on. Sulfuric acid. Not right now, I need the space. Olivitriol, yeah, is a mineral acid composed of sulfur, oxygen, hydrogen. Let's have a look. Contact process? Contact process is the current method of producing sulfuric acid in the high concentrations needed for industrial processes. Platinum was originally used as the catalyst. I don't actually know, hold on. Okay, that would be too late. Let's see. That's a little bit too late. Let's just have a look. So this is, I think, a bit too technical. Combining sulfur and oxygen. Okay, well, I think it's enough to say that it would, of course, have to be done at a chemical plant. And the closest thing we've got is the oil refinery. They may even need some of the stuff themselves there, who knows. So I think it's fair to say that it would come in there. And then the waste, the acidic waste, we could also then drop off there for recycling. So I was thinking it might be nice to have more different cars coming from up here somewhere, like maybe some tankers coming from up there, but that really doesn't make that much sense. So unless it's coming off of map, well, off the map onto the map. But I think that will probably just leave it with the refinery there. We might add a few more buildings for the chemical side of things. But anyway, yeah, so we need to bring the wood chips up there, maybe do the sulfuric acid waste, acidic wastewater thing, and then paper from the paper and pulp mill going down to, well, printing industries. We're probably going to do newspapers if we've got that as either newspapers, or it could be newspapers or general goods. It could be a second way of producing general goods. Although if we do general goods, then it wouldn't make much. Well, we've already got. Yeah, then the only destinations for it would either double up with the destinations that are already being served, or it would all be within the city, which wouldn't make much sense. So yeah, we're probably going to do like newspapers or something if we've got that as a product, and then deliver that to the different towns. So let's get started. And by let's get started, I of course mean let's turn the snow down a bit, and then we'll actually get started. So, do I already have wood chip gondolas here? I don't think so, but I think I've got some up at the paper and pulp mill. I hope the UI will load quickly. Did I not have some over here? I thought I had some over here. In fact, I'm almost certain that I had already placed some over here. Maybe assets are still loading. Although it looks fairly finished to me. Are any layers hidden? No. Okay. Well, let's have a look at the cement plant. Maybe acids are still loading. Huh. Yeah, let's have a look at the cement plant and see if maybe we could use the gondolas that we're already using for wood chips. Oh, sorry. Well, maybe we could use it for wood chips that we're already using for gravel. These ones. Although these ones seem quite large for hoppers. Maybe if I look at wood chip. CB wood chips. Chippy Spits Limited. That gravel car hopper reminded me of Hector. Ah, yes. We've got really large Canadian national ones. We've got a bit of CSX, but I mean, those big gondolas would probably work fine, but I really like the idea of having separate cars for this, because then it just adds some more variation to trains. Right. Oh, this is what I said. Why not use the blue one? Not this one, the one before, purpley blue one. Maybe I will use it. I just want to have a look and see what other assets are available. I mean, that one looks nice. It's got different skins. Yeah, it's got the like the cleaner ones, the dirtier ones. Let's see. Although this has... Let's have a look. If I add wood chips, I don't know if I would repaint it, because I don't know if I would have permission to repaint it. Small issue with this one. It looks like it's only using the coal texture, so this one won't work. The cable car one, no. Yes, wood chips. This one might work. What does that say? Nationwide gondola pool. Railgun. Actually, that might work quite nicely. This can load a lot of things. Oh, and does it also have different textures? Oh, it does, look! It's got 2 different textures that it will randomly choose from. Which is quite nice, because then I can just add a whole bunch of them, and there'll be variation in the consist. Hold on, if you just look at it like this. Yeah, look at that. So, you know, would you repaint it? Yeah, if I get permission, maybe. Sullivan scrap. No. Metric, that's narrow gauge. Right, isn't this the same one I... Hold on, what's the difference? It's here as 12. I don't know which one's the more up-to-date one. Probably... Actually, I have no idea. Are they by the same author? I'm looking at the KOID. No, they're not. Scrapyard ones. Nah, too small. USSR, probably not. Maybe someone updated an old asset? Probably. BNSF? No. So I think... Yeah, I prefer these ones. They've got more 3D detail on the side as well. Because this one's just a 2D texture. Okay, so we're going to use these ones. Although I should probably quickly check which one's the more up-to-date one. Gondola, mill. Okay, that one's... The TS12 is packaged. And the mill gondola... Oh, Filskine! Oh, how that's pronounced. Packaged as well. But okay, that's from 2020. And the other one... Actually, that's installation date, not upload date. So that one's 2013. The one I've got now is 2013. And the other one is from 2015. So I guess I'll use the 2015 one. I honestly have no idea what the big difference is. Except that the capacities are different. This one has 50,000, this one has 84,000. USRA, that's United States, not USSR. I know, that was the joke. But I could have easily misread it. Yeah. So, should I use the newer one or the one with slightly less capacity? The less capacity one means more cars. Plus that's an easier number to work with. And I have no idea what the big difference is. Both are packaged. I mean, this one's got stuff split up in many more loads, and this one's got less stuff to load overall. Better looking one. Yeah, they look identical. It's just, I guess, from a technical side of things. Selected weight? I have no idea. Oh, weight, as in random selection weight. Ah, that makes sense. Even number one then? Yeah, that's the one I'm leaning to as well. Also, apparently Dave Snow made a brand new GEP 42 Genesis. Oh? Oh! Well, that's great news. Bit too modern for this route, but that's still great news. Yeah, let's go with the 2013 version then. And F40PH. Ooh, lovely. Okay, so how many cars? We've got, hold on, we said half and half, didn't we? So how many carloads does New Pans and Sawmill export? 64 carloads per hour. So that's, actually, no, that's what it takes in. Did I never put the, I guess I never put the lumber in there. Hold on, we need to fix this. So, where is the lumber input? Lumber, that's 8 cars. And that's 8, so 16 cars. Okay, 16 cars. Lumber, 16 carloads per hour. And then that goes to Northusia and Silver Falls. Oops. And those both take 8. Okay, so what would 16, if we did half and half, so half gets turned into lumber, the other half is just waste. How many, so 16 cars, what would that look like for the paper mill? Because it seems quite a lot for the scale of things that we've got currently. So that's, okay, I need to put them on the different track, 1 second. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, that seems a bit too much. If you imagine, I mean, we don't even have enough space for all these cars over here. So, I mean, I guess technically we do, but then if we just go right down up to here, one with more capacity then, what do you mean? Yeah, no, I'm talking about car loads, not product loads. So if we halve that, if we say 8, eight carloads per hour. Because I'm trying to also think what kind of other cars would be coming back here. So we obviously have these ones. Then we've got 3 cars of general goods. Then we've got some box cars for the paper, which will come in empty and come out loaded. So we've got gondolas and box cars. And then if I do add the acid part of this as well, then also a couple of tankers for acid and waste. And that's all the stuff that goes back here. If we're talking about a local, then that local will also have, will probably have gravel coming up here, as well as probably empty cement cars. And then on its way back, it will pick up loaded cement cars and empty gondolas of gravel. as well as maybe also a little bit of general goods and tankers of diesel for back here. I think that seems like a fair amount of stuff going on this line. Okay, so I think 8 cars capacity is fine for here. Although I have no idea how accurate that is. Okay, so it's 50,000 per car. So 50,000 times 8, that's 400,000. Let's go over to sawmill. How much does this produce? Come on, the UI needs to load. It is quite important. Actually, let's remove the search. Right, sorry. So, oh, these are different wood chips. These are ICJI wood chips. Let's have a quick look what these would look like in our gondola. Hold on. This may be a commodity that doesn't load by default into these cars. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, there are just so many commodities here. Actually, I suppose we could look for it on the DLS, well, on the country manager. JI. Nope. LC. J. Finds neither. 1 second. I think that is ICJR wood chips. That's what this looks like. Okay, if I just look for wood chips. Oh, it's those vertical lines. Ah. Well, that's helpful. Right, oh, it's just sorted right down to the bottom. I see. Yep, they look good in this. Okay. So I need to change the commodity on the cars up here. Yep. Oh, yes, exactly. Bit of a more high quality texture than the old ones. Okay. Right, so 400,000 is the capacity we need. What can we start with? Actually, we can start with 400,000. So that is, actually that's less than half of capacity. So that'll work out great. So now divide that by 8. Actually, no, sorry, not 8. Divide by 60, of course. One of these fun numbers. 6,666. Actually, it should be divided by 16, because actually no, it's every 60 seconds, so that's good. So 6666. Okay, that is that set up. So now we need to write it down. So that is, what was it? CJ wood chips, 8 carloads per hour. And those are going to New Washington. Actually, we haven't even given it a name yet, have we? Or have I? I might have. No, I have not. In that case, what should this pulp and paper mill be called? The only names I can think of are names for actual printing industries. How about priceless papyrus? Priceless papyrus, is that spelled correctly? I believe so. Let's quickly double check. Yes, of course. Made from the pith of the papyrus plant. Right, something tells me Emichu would like that name. Haha, probably yes. So priceless papyrus takes in wood chips, CJ wood chips, at a rate of 8 carloads per hour. And then where it transports that to, I have no idea. We'll have to come up with a place for that to go at some point. So is this the correct one? I need, yes, 27. So this is wood chips unloader. And this needs to have, I mean, now that I know that it is so it sorts it right at the bottom, it's very useful. But if you don't know that, then it is not. Actually, tons. Do these use tons or do these use items? I think these all use items. Okay, so I'm going to switch it to items as well. So capacity 400,000. Unload, and from something into nothing at a rate of 6666 per minute. And that is that set up. Feel free to congratulate yourselves. Okay, sort of like that. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I congratulate yourself instead. Congratulations. I see. Okay, so we've got that. Now would be the point where it is time to consider the loading and unloading of sulfuric acid. So let's grab some of the tankers and let's have a look if they can hold that product. So what do we have? Slurry, ammonia, sulfuric acid. Not sure if that's the right percentage. I'm sure it'll be. Actually, we've got different ones. We've got two different percentages. Hold on. Paper production. Hold on. Nope. How does one? Oh, I was right. Sulfur acid. It is, yeah. Searching the web for paper production. Before that, what was your one called? Sulfur acid, the load. Oh right, before that, acidic waste load. Yes, but I don't need that yet. I'll need that later. Yes, help paper production. No results found. Aww. I don't know the difference. Obviously, it's how much the acid is diluted, or the sulfur, how much it's diluted. I don't know which one would be more useful here, so I'm just going to use the top one. I'm not overly concerned with accuracy here as long as we've got tankers coming up here. So, right. So these ones can load that. Now, the question is, are we going to, actually we have to use manual pumps because the multiple industry, the normal one that we used for these normally, we can't add products to it. So we have to use a different one like this. Or maybe even a short one. Depends how many cars we need, I suppose. So, I suppose it would make sense to maybe have it like here. Okay. Yeah, so if we have, like, let's go grab. Actually, we might be able to reuse some of these. Actually, that's probably a bit too big. Let's go grab one of the diesel containers that we used over here. And then if we maybe put a couple of them here. Lower them down slightly so we don't get the Z fighting. So just sort of like that, maybe even a bit closer than that. And then let's grab the concrete platform thing. This, probably also the pumps. These are very useful, these pump assets. Oops, that's the wrong area. You should jump a branch further down. Also, I've just realized pretty much most of our branches are branching off to the left, to the west. That one going to the west, we've got that one going to the west, we've got that one going to the west. The only two that are going east, is the main one is that one, and then we've got this, but that's all of this area is just one industry, so we've only got this tiny little branch before the industry begins. Interesting. EW Holzspanpumpe. No, we need an acid pump. Okay. Let's see. I could extend it all the way over here. But I think I prefer having it closer to the actual length of the industry so that you know where you can unload. Okay, let's connect it. And I should, actually might be safe to connect this, or maybe the switches would get messed up. No, but the frogs do, of course. This bug is really annoying, and I want them to fix it, but I know that they're probably not going to. Have to double check the frog back here. Yeah, it's okay. Hold on, why are those different heights? Is this terrain not flat? I don't know. Maybe the industry has some height to it? Hold on. Is that better? That's better. Good. Okay, so now it's connected. Save. Summon and 3D games. Okay, so how many do we actually want going over here? I think is one enough or two? I don't know how much of it is used in the process, but I think one feels better, I think. We can always change it later. When you first started live streaming on Twitch in 2020, your Sky Hills subdivision route was 2 years old. True or false? I think that is true. Alright, this is... Oh, I see. Kangabot was there. Probably accurate. Not sure, I think so. Yeah. Okay, so if we've got that being unloaded here, then I may also want the... Actually, can I add the... Oh, I can add it to these ones. Oh, that's great. Acidic waste tank load. Okay, so I think it would be good. Although, actually, now that I'm looking at this, yeah, we do kind of need it to be coming in the top, maybe. So, what about these loaders over here? How many long are they? The loading rack, 2. And they're on both sides. Got that one, but that doesn't really work there. But this one, we've got that one. Yeah, I don't really, I don't want it to be on both sides. Miss Snipes, hello! Ah, nothing like a trip to the raspberry syrup factory. Ah, yes indeed. That would explain your pink username. So, I want, actually as a poet, hold on, I've had an idea. Because over here, don't we have a raised, yeah we do, look. I think I'll probably replicate something like this. Come on. Okay, let's go over here. Now, would this make sense? Actually, I don't even think there's enough. Actually, there might be enough space if it were to go between the two. Although, I think it would be easier to work with if it's on the other side. So, what sort of shenanigans are we up to on the railroad today? Spreadsheets. I shall elaborate. Yes, we're working on the paper product chain today because we're still busy setting up all the industries and products and production rates and stuff like that. So I've got this spreadsheet here, all the stuff that we've set up already. And so that's what we're currently doing. So I've already set up the wood chips part of it. So now I'm setting up the hopefully accurate enough sulfuric acid part where we'll get a box, well not a box, we'll get a tanker of sulfuric acid over here and then a tanker of acidic waste water out. And then we'll need to set up something over by the refinery refinery slash chemical plant apparently. Okay, so we've got that, and that's just supposedly got pipes in there somewhere. It's fine, don't worry about it. Okay, so now I need another multiple industry on this side. Also, Shadows has released a new freeway route on the DLS. Yes, the Haddencote tramway is released. Too bad there wasn't a woodchuck asset. You could have a mob of woodchucks assembling outside the fence of the woodchip facility. Yes, but how much wood could they throw? If they could throw wood. Chemical plant? Well, good thing we are all chemists in spirit. Spiritual chemists. Interesting combination. And I assume that I will not be able to just add this as normal. On this side, yeah. But on this side, if I added, will the frogs be okay? Actually, things have moved. Hold on. Yeah, I've got to replace these a bit. Okay. Yeah, but how much wood could a woodchuck lob if a woodchuck could lob wood? That is another interesting question. There's so many interesting questions today. Maybe we could add a little pipe underneath there. I don't want to go too much into detailing because then that'll take up all the time. Over here you don't really see it that much, but on the other place you do kind of. How about the little grey one? Over here. Come on, load in. Okay, if I add this like that, raise it up a bit. It's got the support in, which may not work out right. Actually, that works quite nicely. And then this could be like the pipe going up, like it's laid underneath the ground, coming up to here. I think that works quite nicely. Okay, so now we need to actually set up the numbers on this. So this is 39,000, correct? Correct. Save. So there's this priceless papyrus. That is how sulfur is spelled, correct? Sulfur acid unloader. Right? Let me just quickly double check. No, it is with a U. I always get that wrong because I think it's because I say sulfur, not sulfur. Correct. Yes. What is the gravitational density of the third moon of the solar planet Saturn? Sulfur. Correct. Yes. Kangafango, just as much wood as a lobber could if both of them would chuck wood. Good. Sulfur. Yes, I know, but that's not how this is spelled here. Here it's with PH. Okay. Is that? Okay, there we go. Although maybe I should just use the sulfuric acid. I think that's probably better. In which case I will need to add that as a product here. Okay, so now let's make sure that this is set to liters. Going over to the tracks, adding that in, capacity, 39,000. Process something into nothing, and then 39,000 divided by 60. Nope, that's not right. 650. So 650 liters per minute. But sulfur. Oh, sulfur is British English. Sulfur is American English. I'd use the second one spelling for the industry name, but it's got PH in the product name label thing. Even if the product name is different. No, I'm going to use PH. Also, gas giant. Yes, gas giant. I mean, a gas giant is still a planet. Hanging out by the local team track, I did see lots of peculiar items come off them trains over the years. Jethro Tulwip, local toileteer. Toileterer. I see. Huh? Oh, it's banned. Active years, 1967 to 2012, and then 2017 to present. Interesting. I know. Okay. So that's set up. So 650. So now let's go over to this one. This one needs to be prices papyrus, acidic waste water, loader, waste tank load, sorry. Acidic waste, we'll just call it acidic waste loader. I originally had it as acidic waste water, but then I wasn't sure, and I just decided to generalize and just call it acidic waste. Take that out of context. No, please don't. Also, you can thank the lovely, kind people on the Trainz official Discord server for the transparent background of this product load item. So load into vehicle, nothing into something, 60, 650, and 39,000. There we go. The toileteer. Yes, sounds like a defunct cartoon mascot for a cleaning products brand. A brand, yes, it does, you're right. Okay, so that's set up. Now let's set it up here. So it also takes in sulfuric acid, 1 carload per hour, and that comes from, what was it, fresh pond oils. And then it exports acidic waste tank load. I'm going to type it out here, yes, because this is actually going to be used for session creators. 1 color per hour, and that will get shipped to Fresh Pond Oils again. XTD, thanks. Okay, so that's good. So the paper production is almost complete, except that we haven't even finished the sulfuric acid / waste, and we also don't actually have any of the paper stuff and 250,000 other things. But other than that, the Romans have done nothing. So, just through a toll, quite fitting this one. Oh? Locomotive breath? What is the population growth? Interesting. I've never heard this one. Okay, so let's finish the acidic product thing. Going over here. And you might think that that's only a short branch for this stuff to go, but if you think about it, the stuff coming back will have to go all the way along here, all the way into down and into the yard, and then it'll have to be decoupled by a switcher, then brought over, and then pushed all the way up over this bit, all the way down here, all the way down along here, and then over here to be loaded or unloaded, and then back all this way, crossing back over the top, thus blocking trains wanting to exit out onto the main line as well. Coming down here and then putting them in the correct siding again and all that. So that will take quite a while to switch out, even though it's not that long of a distance. Or to complete an operation, even though it's not that long of a distance because of the switching out. So now, where do we put it? That is the question. A question which shall be answered in a little while, hopefully. And I hope one of you is going to answer it. Fresh pond. Right. Question? Yes. I'm going to read this. From Wikipedia. The song additionally features a train motif that Anderson has employed on many songs. Anderson later said, "Train songs have been with us ever since the blues began, and I have written my fair share of these. I keep being drawn back to the subject because public transport is part of my life. I don't drive, so I rely on buses, trains, and the like." Apparently. There we go. Well. Question? What's right? Where do we put it? That is the question. Where do we put it? Tar lorry? No, we don't need a tar lorry. Or a tar lorry? Tar lorry. It? That's so funny. It's like, question? What? Sorry? It? Acid thing? Yes, the acid thing. Where do we put the sulfuric acid production facility, loading facility, and the acidic waste processing facility? So I think we need to expand into this area over here. Because we've already got a tank here. But what's the best way of doing that? We could have it continue straight off this way, but that would make this quite a bit more complicated. Or we could have a junction coming off here and that going off that way. I think that's the best thing to do. Yes, my thought exactly. Next to that big round tank. Okay, and I'm going to use the rusty track because in comparison to the diesel part of this is quite rarely used. Okay. Do we have... I don't think we've got any frogs here yet. No, we don't. Traffic! Yes, I saw it. Come on. Okay, this is the wrong one. I need number 2. Rotate it. There we go. Okay, so we need to use the multi-industry short ones. So which way? So the cars are going to be pushed in here. So we don't really need run around or anything like that. So I think having one here and maybe having the other one back here or something like that. I think that could work quite nicely. So that we've got another branching off point there. I think that could make switching a bit more interesting. Okay, so this would likely come out straight to about there. And that curve around to here. That curve around to there. Although maybe I should add a straightened piece of track here. Then rotate that one. This one, maybe I should add a straightened piece of track there. Like so. And probably rotate this one slightly. And we don't really need much track at the end of this, considering that we are only going to process one car each, probably. Okay. So layout-wise, what does this look like? Actually, I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so this will come over here. I need to put in the switch. Layout, remarkable. Thank you, carry on. Come on, which way is this? And this way, okay, that's good. Now we need bumpers. Could use some different colored ones, like the red ones. And maybe I'll do them for this. Why not? Adds a bit of variety. Red sign, red flasher. Stop sign, red flasher. No, not here. That would be a bit too much. Okay, so I think I'm probably going to reuse some of the buildings from over here. So something like that, and then putting a fence along here or something. At the moment, it does still look quite similar, even though it's rotated the other way. But if I maybe added some of the refinery chimneys, actually that's a bit too large. Refinery. That is also too large. How have you been then, Mr. Snipes? Ah, yes, good question. Search furnace chimneys. We'll see. There's some great chimneys there. Yes, but I want the white assets that fit with this, like these ones, or the tower. That's the one I wanted. So, for example, if I added this tower in like so, then if you look at it from the bottom, you can see it already looks different because, well, this one's got 2 chimneys, this one's got 1 chimney, or 1 tower. Although I might want to do it the other way around. So maybe I give this one a second tower. Because the diesel production is much heavier than the other one. Well, maybe lower this one down a bit. Or did it look better before? I think this adds a bit more variety. So now if you look at it like this, you're coming at it, the 2 buildings look more distinctive. I might... Now this would have to plug in somewhere, it's a bit too large. Well, this thing maybe. Although, nah, we've got all those pipes that actually need to go somewhere. They can't, I don't think I can just smash it to the side of a building and expect it to look good. Well, realistically anyway. Refinery furnace stacks. I don't really need more stacks. Okay, that's the one I've got. I think I might want to search for like chemical or something like that. A large building, nameable. Actually, that could be quite useful. Maybe I could even like place this in like... Actually, that wouldn't work on this side, but maybe on this side. Maybe I could kind of phase it in halfway to make this look a little bit more unique. Although, doesn't this have doors? Actually, no, that works. Like this, the door. Huh. Yeah, they just added a little extension. Although it does need to go over to the side slightly. Like so, much better. Alright, from further away, it kind of looks like it might be a nuclear power plant source. I mean, yeah, big boxy buildings with chimneys. But it's got too many tanks and pipes running around for it to be that. Okay, so we'll need some sort of a truck unloading area, considering that the materials from which the sulfuric acid is made is not going to be coming in by train. It therefore has to come in by truck. Also, hold on, I want to look for chemical. Sign, toxic hazard. Caution, toxic hazardous chemicals are used in this workplace. Safety data sheets are available in supervisor's office. That is a great sign. Let's put that down somewhere. Although I'm not sure that it would be used that often, or that will already be used that much here. Hold on, how do these... Oh right, yeah, of course, we've got the gates up here. How about just having this sign like here in the dirt, just as you come in? I think that's quite nice. And then Let's see. Chemical company. Oh, a JR building. No smoking. That makes sense. I mean, I would use this, but it looks like quality-wise, there's so much more high resolution. So I'm not sure how well that would work, but maybe over here by the tank. That could work quite nicely, I think. Plus, it looks like it's already got like a loading thing. So if this is the... Actually, which one should be the asset loading? Probably the other one, thinking about it. So where is the... Oh, it's pretty much right there. So I put it like here. And maybe even... Actually, if I lowered it down a little bit so that the buildings just sat on the floor. On the ground, if you will. What would it look like with one of the tankers in there? Loading out. Oh, right. Yes. Okay. That's a bit too close. It needs to be further away. Yeah, if you imagine this coming down that way, that's a bit too close still. Like that. So coming down like this. There's a bit of a gap there, but that's fine. Is that lined up still? Yes, it is. Good. Will there be a pipe going down from the JR chemical loader to the large round tank? No, I think the large round tank is probably for diesel or crude oil or something like that. Although I mean, I could have a pipe going over and across to some of these buildings, and I think that might work quite nicely. I don't know if I want a yellow one. Maybe a grey one would fit better. Yeah, and these pipes I can't really have going up or downhill, unfortunately. I suppose I could connect it just to this building, and internally the pipe would be going places. Oh, hello, Elisa VGR. Welcome. Welcome back, yes. Oh, it's now after midnight for you, isn't it? Yeah, because you're 2 hours ahead. Wait, if the loader platform is too far away, wouldn't it just swing all the way down instead of connecting? Well, all you would have to do is have a little tiny lip. Just down here, just a little tiny lip in the hinge or something like that, for it to only go up to this height. Or there's probably a hinge stopper or something, yes. What are you going on about? I just joined acid. Well, yeah, sulfuric acid production for the paper, the pulp and paper mill. So I'm expanding the oil refinery to also encompass chemical production of sulfuric acid and handling of the waste that is left over. So yes, that's what I'm currently doing. Actually, should this go in something like that, maybe? I think that works. Maybe? Maybe not. I mean, ideally, could this possibly connect up here? Well, not like this. Although, nah, that's not going to work. Although maybe we could connect it to this building over here. Maybe that's just the wrong building I'm trying to connect it to. So maybe just having it connect in like that. I think that looks much better. Even if it is maybe a little bit too high currently. Something like that might be better. Although no, it needs to be a little bit taller than that. Very good. Yeah, that should fit through, no problem. I think a locomotive would fit through here as well. But let's just quickly have a look with the switcher. Ooh, that is really quite close. No, it has to be a bit taller. At this point, we're getting to the same height we had before. Okay, would UP Big Boy fit underneath? It doesn't have to. Try W and ARR locomotives and or up Big Boy. Why would Big Boy have to fit through here? Also, what do you mean with W and ARR? Oh, these ones. Oh, are these ones the old ones? Yep, that has plenty of space. Okay, so if that's the... Actually, let's quickly set it up while we're at it. So, fresh pond oils, sulfuric acid. Oop, that's not... That should not be capitalized. 1 second. Sulfuric acid loader. Sulfuric acid. That needs to be liters. 39,000. We'll have it filled to begin with. Track 1. Load into vehicle. From nothing into something. Every minute. 650. There we go. Now save. T. Bryson 2. Hello, welcome. Greetings. Great locomotives. Yes, it is very fortunate that we have them. He's not here. How can you tag someone if they're not in chat? Wait, do you mean to tell me that N3V games were not watching? Okay, so we need fresh. There we go. Fresh here. So it not only exports diesel fuel, it also exports some other lovely, totally non-toxic stuff called sulfuric. That's what sulfuric acid, namely 1 carload per hour. Let me just double check. They've spelled it correctly. Yes, I have. Sorry for confusion. Oh, they were here. They just weren't logged in. Don't ask how I know that. I see. Okay, so this now needs to go to... Oh, I've still got it. No, hold on. Priceless papyrus. There we go. Good. So now the waste one, I think I'm going to use another one of those platforms with the pumps. Although actually I don't even need that because it would be attached at the bottom so that gravity can let it exit. Somewhere over here, yes. Yes. That seems a little bit close. 1 second. Like that, is that good? Yes. No, I thought I pressed H. Prices papyrus official once again. See Papiermühle. Papiermühle. Yeah, of course. By the way, don't get the pumps for the grain flour mixed up for the ones for the sulfuric acid. That would not end well for anybody involved, likely. I know the pumps look very similar. Okay, so this needs to be fresh pond oiled, acidic waste unloader. Let's set it up quickly. So waste tank load needs to be liters, 39,000. Track 1, unload, process, actually, that's okay. Processes, from something into nothing, 60, 650, there we go. Civic waste unloader, huh. Because that's what it also takes in, so $1 per hour, and that comes from priceless papyrus. Okay, so now the active, okay, let's quickly sort it. The priceless papyrus should be set up correctly. Right. Okay, so fresh pond oils, civic waste unloader. One should label them the pumps, yes. Hey, there's your product. No description, but oh well. Yeah, I don't need one. I mean, it's pretty much what it says on the warning label. What's with the priceless papyrus? That's what we call the industry. The pulp and paper mill over here, which takes in the wood chips and the sulfuric acid, we decided to call it Priceless Papyrus. Ah, I see. Okay, good. Good. So, what's next? Right. We could spend the rest of the stream building the scenery for this area. However, I don't really want to do that, basically. Although I do want some more of these tanks over here. Yeah, but I don't really want to spend that much time detailing here. I really want to continue with setting up the industry, or industries, plural. He says detailing. I am very much aware. Oh, sorry, I did not think the microphone was that close. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Do I need to turn that down before uploading it onto the archive? If so, that would be quite difficult. I'd have to cut it out otherwise. What time is that? Hold on. 1 hour 32. Okay. Should be fine. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't think the microphone was that close. Anyway, yeah, let's continue. Let's continue with the actual products. So, let's think about how many. Actually, let's first think about what kind of products we actually have paper-wise. So, paper roll. Yep, paper roll. Actually, let's see what kind of ones we have. Paper roll bleached or pulpboard. I think paper roll bleached would be the preferable one. Could put it in the description though, the timestamp. Why? So yeah, paper roll bleached. So that's probably what is going to be taken from the pulp and paper mill. And then do we have newspapers? Newspaper trolley product. Jump scare. Oh. Let's have a look on the DLS. So category. Oops. Do we not have? Oh, it's commodity. And then if I look for news. Trainz newspaper. Bundle of newspapers for newspapers created by AD 602000. Thank you, Peter. Okay. Ish newspaper bulk product. Newspaper paper roll. Let's try the Ish newspaper bulk product. Not heard of it for myself, but still. Right. Commodity, yes. Okay, let's try that. Ah, yeah, that's great. And then 7. Oops. 7. Oh, right, because it's. Hold on. It had parcel goods loaded. There we go. Okay, that works. So if we have newspaper, actually let's just look for paper commodities as a whole. Actually, hold on. Settings, manage content as thumbnails. Okay, so we've got copy paper, no. Waste paper. I mean, that would be another interesting product. Actually, is that all of them? Really? Hold on, I think I've got to... There we go. Okay, so... we could have cardboard, but... nah, I don't think that's really needed. Kurze Zeitung. I'm quite happy with this one. Okay, so we are going with newspapers. So does it have models? I don't know. It doesn't really need them because it's going to go in these boxcars anyways. I don't think so. So I think having one... I was thinking, actually, because one boxcar full of newspapers seems like quite a lot. We could have it be less than, like, so that the industry where we drop them off, I was going to say, has less than 7 capacity, so that each boxcar could go to multiple places to be unloaded. But for example, over here, with this one, we've got set up for the general goods. It's to take an hour for 2 cars. So that's 7 already. Well, that's 14, which would be way too much. And it wouldn't really make sense to have multiple buildings for the different things. If only we had multiple different process queues. So either this is going to take 2 hours for an entire boxcar of newspapers, or, I mean, actually, would it though? Because I can change the capacity. Let's just save before I do it. So Q2. Oh, what was it called? One second. What was it called? Hold on. Today. No, not my content. I want today. Oh, ish, of course. So, items. We set this to 7, so 1 carload. And then unload that. And have this come in here. Oh no, yeah, I've got to redo that bit because it always gets rid of the number. So it's 43,800. 43,800. Oops, wrong queue. $43,800. Okay, so consumes if it consumes 7. Hold on 1 second. How many minutes is that? Okay. Hold on, is that right? That seems too much. Did I make a mistake there? Hold on. So it consumes 7 per tick, so it needs to be half an hour. So 30, so this tick should tick every half hour. So 30 times 60. What, how did I get to this number? I've really confused myself now. So we've got a size of 14 here. So yeah, we've got a size of 14 which should reach 0 after an hour. So at the moment we've got it set up so that it consumes 7 per tick. So that's half of it per tick. So every half hour it should consume 7. So that it adds up. So then we would need half hour in seconds. So that's 30 minutes times 60. That's 1,800 seconds. So how did I get to this number? I have no idea. I'm glad I noticed it. I'm going to have to double check all of the other industries as well quickly. Yeah, because I copied it from that one. I messed up on these ones as well. It was that for the bread rectum palette? Yes. I have no idea how I got to that number. Quite surprised that I didn't realize sooner. Yeah, maybe yeah, must be something simple. Ah, hold on. This is a lumber destination. Ah, we need to still set that one up as well. Ah, lumber. Yes, indeed. Did we... Hold on. Did we not set up a... a bread unloader up here? Curious. But I suppose it's already all added up now, so... Okay, that doesn't need it. Let's check the document. So this is what it takes in. New Washington takes in bread, so let's have a look. Okay, and that's where I realized it on. Nathasea, did I not... I think I just set that one up. Let's quickly double check. Yes. Riverboat transports, that's, we've already done that one. That one's in New Southport. Silver Falls. Hold on, Silver Falls is listed here. Where is the bread being... Hold on. Oh! Ah, I see what I've done. Yeah, this is the bread unloader. So this can't be the... We can't have more general goods coming this way because actually, no, we can't, because otherwise if we unloaded bread here, then it would just load general goods automatically unless I changed that in the settings in the session. Actually, I could, yeah. Huh. Good point. This is much easier. How would that work in multiplayer? Yeah, that's the point. In multiplayer, you couldn't really do that. You might have to still load the stuff and then unload it via session command or something like that, maybe. Anyway, now back to the original thing about the papers. So every half hour it takes away 7. This has a size of 7, so that would mean it would still take 14 for that. If I change that to 4, it would still need 2 ticks, so 1 hour to completely unload everything. It doesn't matter that it doesn't add up completely because it can't go to negative numbers. So that works. So that is 1 carload per hour. Okay, so I'm really glad I noticed that. Papers censored. I'm not going to say that word. Might trigger a trap. Okay, so ish newspapers. A newspaper bulk product. Newspaper bulk product. 1, and it gets it from its mother. No, it gets it from New Washington, right? Yes. Actually, no, it gets it from Priceless Papyrus. Right. The offline muffin time reference. Offline muffin time reference. Well, gotta go, guys. It's about 5 minutes till the end of the stream. See you tomorrow? Yes, see you tomorrow for some Minecraft fun where I will be building, hopefully building the glass roof of the station and other stuff as well. Also, I still need to improve the crusher setup because I need the pipes to evenly distribute the stuff that they get to all the furnaces before going around the loop to try to fit it into the furnaces, because otherwise if you get a whole bunch of one thing, it'll put it in the first furnace and then you've only got one furnace working through a whole stack while 3 other furnaces are idle, which that just won't work efficiently enough. So anyway, bye-bye. Yes. Oh, your skin. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. I had to finish work on your skin. Thank you very much. Okay, so we've got Clayton Heights getting newspapers. 4 newspapers. They get 4 newspapers. New Washington, of course, needs 4 newspapers as well. So, ish. Size 7. Product, not liters, items. Unload. Got to redo the number to 1800. And that's 4 units. So New Washington. Hold on, I thought I copied it. New Washington gets this. So that's 1, 2. I'm not going to bother with it down here because that would be delivered by truck. It's 1, 2. Nothasia gets some. Actually, I need to rename these as well. No, 4. So not the seer gets some. Actually, yeah, rename. Newspaper unloader. Which means I need to go to New Washington and Clayton Heights as well to do the same thing. That's actually bread unloader, general goods unloader, and newspaper unloader. I may need to change the naming convention. Pops272, hello, welcome. I'm just trying to get this one last thing finished before ending the stream, but we'll have another stream tomorrow. Minecraft SMP, but I will be streaming and continuing to build the railway in there. Yes, I know, I do a lot of railway things. So newspaper loader. So not the Sears got them, so we've got 3. 1, 2, 3. One up here. So Silver Falls needs it. Good moaning. Just woke up. Yes, good moaning to you too. Also, I did try Uberries on it. I'm not sure if it looks quite the part. I will show you after the stream, Shared Eyes. Moaning? Ha! I see. Yes, good morning. Yeah. Thank you, Kango. I will be interested to have a look. So we ish newspapers in here. Size 7. Product. That needs to be items. Track 1. Unload processes. From that to that. That needs to be set 1800. 4. Oops, that's... I know. Unloader. And then... newspaper unloader. I moan in the morn. I see. People do that sometimes. Yes. Save. Okay, we've gone past the time, but so falls. You now take newspapers. We've just got 2 more to set up. I'm not sure if I'll do both, but I'm going to do at least one of them. Actually, do we have... Oh yeah, because this only has the bread loader. Crosswood. Oh yeah, we don't actually have anything up here. Okay, well, looks like we're going to have to put in a little warehouse here. Which, I mean, I was about to say would ideally face that way. However, it might actually be better to face the other way. Because I was going to say face the other way so that the junction faces this way, so that a train coming up here can drop off a car backwards into the spur. But considering that this industry is facing this way, why does that... Oh, the switch moved. Hold on. Actually, didn't I thought I put something up here. Wait, I did. Did I get... Oh no, this is the general goods unloader. We've got one of these already. I must have... I must have gotten so distracted by something that I completely forgot to actually set this industry up or put any sort of... Ah, that was 240. Hold on. That's 14. Okay. There we go. I have to put some... Yeah, I think I went away to look for a wooden platform or something like that. And then I got distracted by something else and didn't actually finish this. Who would have thought I would get distracted by something? Let's put in... I just want a little platform. Yeah, just like that. And because the short track doesn't have arrows on it, I didn't even notice that I had placed it here. Although I would have noticed when I checked the document. Okay, so that seems pretty good. Let's just double check. 40 foot. Oops. Oh, I've got the wrong thing. Hold on. That's good. Okay, so this is just a little unloading platform. So general goods unloader, newspaper unloader. That is correct. So now just over here. So I guess. Okay, no, let's just add. Okay, let's put this not in the breadery, but in the actual crosswood junction. I think that makes more sense. Okay, so now we've just got one more place to get newspapers, which is Southport. However, figuring out where these would be unloaded here and how many, because I think that this is large enough to warrant maybe 2 boxcars. I think the most interesting place to unload them at would probably be this warehouse, or what's this called? Yes, that one, actually this one works. So newspaper unloader. So I think, yeah, two boxcars worth works. So 14. Something to nothing. 1800. And then 7. Yeah, because that one's 10. Okay. Track. That track. There, the queue is set up. So now this is just new Starport distributions. Let's get this 2 carloads. So how many carloads are we talking here currently? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 carloads of... Actually, that adds up pretty nicely. We're getting 8 carloads of pulp in, well, 8 carloads of wood chips in, and then if we exported 8 carloads of paper rolls, and then that gets converted to 8 carloads of newspapers, I think that works quite nicely. Although, maybe having more paper rolls being exported than newspapers would be good, because the printing industries would actually maybe we could have multiple different printing industries. Maybe we could have one that makes toilet paper or something, but we don't transport that. That is general goods. Anyway, all right, thumbnail. I guess maybe the pulp. Could have the pulp. Would be funny if there was a Pulp Fiction load. Yeah, that's good enough. So, people do that sometimes. So 6, just one more turn. Trains, just 2 more industry chains. Not 2 more industry chains, that would take ages. Ah, school bus and regular bus. Roofs are nowadays mostly white because of temperature. Your school buses reminded me. So it isn't just laziness. But yeah. Ah, yeah, it does. You're right. Did you have Q set up? What do you mean? Did you say 2242 is a message? Did you see 2242? All the way up there? 2242. Alright, Q2, I thought there was only Q1, imagine that. 0660. Well, yes, off topic. Or a tank engine version of the Q1. Nah, though, getting distracted. Yeah, I did read those, just not out loud, and then I forgot to read them out loud later. Probs done it measure too much? What? DS Pulp Fiction load. That would be interesting. Anyway, with that, thank you all very much for watching. And tomorrow, Minecraft SMP streamed on Sharedis channel, this very channel. And yes, the Minecraft streams will be uploaded to YouTube, but I need to edit them first, and for that I need a working computer that is capable of doing that work, which I can use on a regular basis. So, I thank you very much for streaming, I think. Anyway, yeah, I think we got quite a bit done today. Added in 2 whole new product, well, technically 3, counting the different kind of wood chips. C2 and Slavic Eagles hadn't got stream. Oh yes, tomorrow Slavic Eagle will stream. By the way, Slavic Eagles hadn't cut railway streams, which by the way is released, are in a playlist on my YouTube channel. So it's in Sharedis Things Elsewhere, Trainz. So with that, thank you all very much for watching, and bye-bye.